Hey guys, welcome back. You're tuning in to howtoplaystock.com. My name is Casey. Today is December 21st, 2017. In today's video, I wanted to cover the investing buckets. The reason why I call them investing buckets is just basically a personal choice. There's nothing really behind it other than the fact that it breaks down your investments into categories and allows you to be a little bit more organized with where you're putting your cash when it comes to your investments. But these are the investing buckets. I've got a long-term bucket, I've got a growth bucket, and then I've got a speculative bucket, okay? I focus on the long-term bucket first because this is where you're going to build most of your wealth. And I find it interesting when I talk to people that a majority of people, when I'm having conversations with them about investing, they really don't have a plan, they're not organized, they don't know what to invest in or where to start. So if you're watching this and you find yourself kind of in that position, one thing I can tell you is that the first thing you need to do, get some cash on hand to cover like emergencies. And then once you've got that, and make sure that it lasts you at least like 3 to 6 months. And once you've got that in place, then you can start focusing in on your investing. The other thing you want to do is make sure that you're debt free. Because if you don't have any cash flow because you're in debt and living paycheck to paycheck, you're not going to be able to invest, okay? If you're curious about how to do that, go watch the interview that I did with my old roommate. Subscribe to the channel. You can go back and watch it. But in that interview, I asked him about what I taught him in regards to paying off debt, and you can see for yourself that what I teach in my channel, in fact, does work. And I've got a couple videos on paying down debt that I shot like back in 2015, so you can go find those for yourself if you want. But getting back to the main point here, you want to focus on your long-term investing. So this would include like your investments for retirement, maybe your 401k, your IRAs if you carry any of those, and then I put the Allseasons portfolio in there as well. If you're not familiar with the Allseasons portfolio, go to my website, okay, howtoplaystock.com, and under the strategies tab, if you scroll down, there's a e-guide to investing that's in there, and I was handing this out for free. I got some feedback from some subscribers of mine, and I decided to go ahead and raise the price on that to $14.99 because the information that's in there is basically what comes from the top 1% of wealthy people, okay? And this is just basically information that I've obtained over the last 8 to 9 years investing and going to webinars and reading books and just applying all the knowledge that I've learned, applying that knowledge and seeing what works and what doesn't, and then getting a plan together based upon, something that was built on the shoulders of giants. And that's what the Allseasons portfolio is about, is getting an asset allocation in your portfolio together that will basically weather any storm in any market environment, okay? So if you want to know more about that, go check out the course. Again, it's $14.99. It's basically, you probably spend $14.99 just filling up with gas in your car at Quick Trip or buying coffee throughout the week as you're on your way to work. So this is definitely worth it, and I'll leave it at that, okay? So the Allseasons portfolio, that's long-term as well, and that's what I focused on first when it comes to my investments. The second bucket is the growth bucket. This would include like income-producing stocks that pay dividends. Now, I like to keep my risks rather low and my odds of winning rather high, because when I'm having conversations with people about the stock market, what I try to tend to tell them is that you got to look at the stock market like a casino. All right, and how many of you go gambling at the casinos and lose money? It's probably most of us. And if you've got like a secret method that you use in the casinos that wins you money all the time, please share it with us, okay? Because every time I go to the casino, I end up losing for the most part. And so, the growth bucket, like I said, I like to try to keep my odds of losing low. So what I'll do is I'll buy the overall broad markets that pay out dividends for me, and I can make money that way, and I don't have to really worry about a certain specific company going bankrupt or anything like that, because I own the broad markets. I basically own the casino, and that's kind of how I try to take my approach with investing towards the stock market, with everything that I do, except for maybe the speculative, which I'm going to get into here in a minute. And that's, so just remember, with growth, it's for income producing stocks. The reason why I put income producing stocks in there is to replace Social Security. So right now I'll be 37 in June, and here by the time I'm like 55 or 60, if Social Security is not there, I want to have something that's going to be able to replace that. So I'm working on that right now and preparing for a rainy day with my growth bucket and my income producing stocks. All right, and that's just my own personal opinion. You don't have to do that, but that's what I'm trying to prepare for. The last one here again is speculative. So this is day trading and swing trading, and with any extra cash that, let's say, I would go to the casino and play with, that's the money I put into my speculative bucket, because again, you're gambling. All right, and personally though, with my day trading course that I'm about ready to release and post up on my website, personally, I've got a lot of practice in day trading with technical analysis and putting money on the table and doing live trades for the last 3 years, where my odds of winning in these speculative trades is about 85%. Okay, so I don't lose that much, and I like those odds much better than going to the casino and playing the slots. So I'll let you know when I get that day trading course launched. I just finished the last video today for that whole course, and it includes technical analysis. It shows you some live trades where I actually go in and I put money on the table for you, and I came out successful every time on each trade that I did, and it was the course overall was just really successful. And I think you'll find that one beneficial as well, because what you can do with speculative stuff is basically flip your money, take $300, $400 or $1,000 if you've got it available to gamble, and double and triple your money. Take that principal amount off the table and then invest it back into something like long term or into a growth bucket. So I just wanted to cover that on the investment buckets, because when I talk to people, you get a lot of questions. Like, people ask me, what do you day trade, or what stock should I get in? Should I get in short term or long term? They have no clue where they're going. They're just asking all sorts of questions because they don't know much about the investment world as a whole. And I always tell people, I'm like, you need to have a plan. You need to get organized. Go with your long term stuff first. Take care of any debt that you might have, so you can get more cash flow, so you can invest more that way. And I just I feel like I should probably shoot another video on getting organized and knowing where you're putting your money when you go to invest, okay, and in what order you should probably do it. Again, this is just my recommendation. You don't have to do that, but I like doing it this way because it's very easy to get distracted. You can start falling into this speculative bucket pretty quick, and then you forget about your long term and your growth, and before you know it, you don't have any money because you lost all your money day trading, and then you're going, well, crap, I wish I could have saved like the $5,000 I lost when I was gambling, and I could have put it in something that was in the growth bucket that could possibly be paying me out like $20 a month now, every single month in passive income. Pretty stable. I wouldn't have to worry as much as I am right now. All right, so it really helps you keep focused and keep you on the right path. That's all I have for this video. If you like what you're hearing, go ahead and hit the like button, share it with others. Hope you guys are going to have I hope you're having a great day. And I also want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, because I won't be shooting another video until next week, and by then Christmas will be over. So For everybody listening to this, Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later.